Hey, my name's Matt. This is Hate Me IRL. I posted a couple days ago on the CK2 subreddit asking if you guys, if anyone would be interested in some CK2 videos where they not only do challenging sort of stuff but also explain min-max strategies and explain the game, because it's, let's be honest, it's not exactly a difficulty curve, it's a difficulty cliff. Anyway, so I'm going to be starting in the 1066 start because I think that's the most new player accessible start, since you don't need any DLCs. Now for new players, generally starting around Ireland's a good idea, but also starting around Castille, Leon and Galicia, which I'm sure I've butchered the pronunciations of, but hey, just go with it. So I'm going to start as Castille because this is the oldest brother of the three. First thing we're going to do, Shattered Retreat off, Defensive Packs off, and that's all that really matters in the rules. They're the only default ones I really change. Horse Lord Stability you can change as well if you want, but I'm not really too fussed. Yeah, I'm starting as the older brother because he starts, the eldest brother, sorry, grammar, because he starts with being the heir of the two other kingdoms. So what we're going to do first of all is move the capital from Soria to Burgos. Again, pronunciation, just, you know, roll with it, you know what I'm saying. So change the capital, change the crown focus, and then we're going to see if there's any better councillors. Yes. Yes. Doesn't really matter this much at the start if you're not having your vassals, because you have a lot of domain troops and they don't, so it doesn't really matter if they start a faction or whatever, they're not going to do anything. So what I've got is my martial training troops, because that gives a 67.5% booster levy size, which is ridiculous. I've got my steward doing tax collection, 30% increase of tax, great. And then we've got my spy master stealing tech from Constantinople. And then I'm also going to get my chaplain to spread tech. I've just got my chancellor just performing statecraft because there's no claims I really want to sort of fabricate at the moment. Then we go into get some commanders and get a court physician. We've got a quick one, which is fairly good. Then we're going to check our stats. So we've got decent martial, alright stewardship, shit mining. So we want to join the Hermetics because that's the most OP society. So we're going to go scholarship focus. And then we're going to build an observatory. Now, this is, if you can't join the Hermetics, just go scholarship focus, because if you pick the right chains in the building observatory, you can get, I think, plus, including the +3 from scholarship, you can get easily +10 just from this chain. So we're going to marry some. Let's see if there's any genius. No. Any quick. I should probably spell it right. Quick. No. Any strong? No. Any attractive? No. Okay, so then we'll just marry for political reasons. I'm trying to find a kingdom that I wouldn't mind getting claims on nearby. France. That's a good one. So we'll marry the, I think it's, yeah, it's his sister, which means she should have a claim, an inheritable claim, which is fantastic, which means that any children we have will also gain that claim. Also means we can get an alliance with France. The other thing that I want to do is plot to kill my brother so I can inherit his kingdom. We're going to just... Usually you're not the spy master. I haven't played the 1066 start in a while, so things might have changed. But anyway, we're going to just bribe people to be okay with doing just a little bit of murdering, not too much. I think that's everyone I can bribe at the moment, which should be more than enough, to be honest. The other thing that we're going to want to do is change our succession laws to ultimogeniture, which means we need late feudal administration. So these laws, if yours look different, that's because I have the Conclave DLC, you might not. Let's see if the council will vote for that. No, so I'm going to need to get some money to buy some favors, which is another Conclave feature. I've got all the DLC other than Sunset Invasion because I've heard it's terrible, and I don't really want to shell out money just to get invaded by the Western Mongols, more or less, the Mongols from the West. So yeah, I think that's everything we need to do at the moment. Hey, look, our thing's already fired. Hopefully we don't get Kinslayer. Since he's our brother, we'll get the top tier Kinslayer, which is awful. Oh, and I want to groom an heir because I want that fertility boost. Because I want to pump out some kids. Okay. And suspicious circumstances, so we did not get caught, which is outstanding. So now we can, since he has a lot of intrigue, and I'd rather not risk getting Kinslayer again because we got lucky the first time. Since I've got 2 kingdoms now, I'm just going to wage war normally for this kingdom. So I'm just going to wait until my troops fill up, which they have now. Oh, my marshal disappeared. So I'll just wait for my troops to refill up because now we lost the martial boost. Why is Rodrigo no longer the... Oh, he died of the flu, which is a thing that can happen in the Middle Ages. It's a thing that can happen now, but, you know. Let's see, they want us to form an alliance, which means they're probably going to start a war. Oh well, we'll form an alliance with the French, because now we're going to press our claim on Leon. And we're going to invite France to claim it. So since this war is very close in terms of military power, we're going to want to raise our vassal troops as well. We're going to also not want to lead armies ourselves because there's a chance we'll get imprisoned, killed, injured, maimed, etc. There's also good chances like you get brave or patient, but it's not worth the risk in my opinion. So let's give them some gold for a chance of getting some good military tech. Let's give them some gold for some tech points and a prosperity boost. Here we go. So we got 8,000 troops, and he's got just under 5,000. Well, over 5,000, but he's only raised that many. So we have a Jewish exile. Okay, so I'm going to make him my chancellor, because if you don't know, if you have a Jewish counselor as chancellor, marshal, or steward, they give you a chance of getting random 50 tech points of their respective, so chancellor, steward, and marshal of their respective area. So we're going to raise heavy infantry tech. So yeah, we got 50 military tech from that 30 gold, which I think is well worth it, especially in early games. So we're going to go siege equipment, so we can siege things down. I'll go military organization later when I want to get some retinues or when I want to invade some pagans. So here's the observatory event. So this gives you just some tech points and some learning. This gives you the Necronomicon, which is the thing that we want, because that gives you 5 learning and I think -2 piety. It's either 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure it's 2 piety per month, and negative temple vassal opinions, which in my mind is well worth it. The event also gives you I think about 300 cultural tech if you pick the right decisions. Anyway, let's focus on this war before I get too ahead of myself. So France is helping us, which is great. So if you want to redirect your vassals somewhere, your allies rather, somewhere, you can just click on this. So he's sieging a county, so I don't really want to move him. But say I wanted to move him to Valladolid, I really wish I picked a county that I knew how to pronounce. I could just click this button here and it would move over. So that's a relatively new feature that they've given you to give a bit more control over your allies. So this is just the observatory event chain. And how much money are we losing? We're losing a lot of money a month. So if you are waging a war and you're running low on money, it lowers the morale of your troops. So what I'm going to do is get a cheeky 300 gold loan from Jewish merchants. The other thing that going negative does is gives you a chance of getting negative province modifiers, which some of them aren't too bad, but some of them are fairly high revolt risk, lower levy sizes, levy reinforcements, and overall tax. So I also got the loan because I knew that this would be coming up. This is a Necronomicon event, so you can either just cancel it or move forward for 30 gold. I want to move forward. But that means we're going to be bleeding money, which means we want to win this war quickly before we run out of all our money all over again. Which I think we should be able to do. I just want to siege this, great, and then we'll fight them. And this is why I turned off Shattered Retreat, so you can just keep chasing your enemy's armies around the map and just pick up free war score. Obviously the double-edged sword of that is your enemies can also do that to you, which is annoying, but fine. 172, that's not too bad for gold. I'll just siege these down because cities and temples, you can siege down them pretty easily because they don't tend to have the fortification levels of castles, but I'll just siege with the French here because we should be more or less winning soon. Yep, so we're at 94, which is great. 100, there we go. And we didn't go negative, which is fantastic. So we'll just dismiss our troops. I always wait another day after the war to dismiss the troops because you get penalties. Like, not all your troops go home if your counties are being sieged, and sometimes it takes a day for that to clock over, for it to just update so it realizes, oh no, the war's over now. So just unpause the game, because if you don't, you might lose a fair bit of your troops, which could be costly in the wrong circumstances rather. So now that we're restored our father's kingdoms, which if you don't know, the dad beforehand was the king of the 3 kingdoms, and then he died, and then Gavelkind split it all up. Hey, memes. But so we've just restored that at the moment. So the more or less the aim of this run is to just do the Reconquista a bit early, which was a Christian endeavor to rid the Muslims of the Iberian Peninsula, aka Spain and Portugal modern day. So here's just some more of the Necronomicon event chain. Pay some money to keep it going. You get Craven if you don't at this stage. So what I'm going to do is, usually what happens now is if I holy war one of the Muslim states, all the other ones will jump in and just try and fuck me altogether. So here we go, we pay 100 gold, we get 30 cultural tech points, and we get the Necronomicon, which, if you can see if I'm right, yep, -2 piety a month, oh, -1 Diplo, I forgot about that, +5 learning, which is ridiculous, and means that we can join the Hermetic Society. So societies are a monks and mystic sort of thing. You got the devil worshippers, you got the Hermetics, you got the Dominican and the Benedictine. They're pretty much the same thing, except Benedictine gives you stewardship when you rank up, Dominican gives you learning. There's other ones, so the Orthodox has its own society, and I think Coptic does as well. Muslims get assassins, well, especially the Shia Muslims. I think everything other than, at this stage, West African pagans gets devil worshippers, but that's going to change when Holy Fury comes out, so I'm not really going to overly explain it because this will all be outdated information in a month. So my sort of goal for these videos is I'll do runs and I'll upload the whole runs, and you can like watch them if that interests you. And just like, if you like me, I like to have games on in the background occasionally, like gameplay videos if it interests me. And while I'm just doing other stuff, usually playing other games or studying. Or once I finish the run, I'll edit down a sort of highlight video that you can watch instead if you prefer. So what we're going to do is we're going to compose a book, but I'm obviously not going to release the highlight video until the run's over, so don't like get on my case being like, oh, who wants to watch a full video? It's like, chill, the short one's coming. So we're going to chronicle our family history. Doesn't really matter at this stage, we'll just, you know, pick a book to write. So right now we need to make some more money, so I'm going to, you can change focus every 5 years, so this is the Necronomicon event again, so I'm just going to go for this to just keep it rolling because I want that 200 tech points. So you've become Orthodox. Do I want to change him? Yes, because I have high learning. Let's see if that actually works. Hey, it does. It's just easier to have everyone the same religion as you because then they don't suffer an opinion penalty. So this is just a prosperity event. Give a bit of gold, get a alright modifier, but the prosperity is the thing that matters. I don't know why it's going to be in Surrey. I'm like, come on, have it in here, my capital. but whatever. So prosperity is a Reaper's Due thing. So if you get prosperity, it'll rank up. There's 3 ranks of it once you accumulate enough. So it gives you an economic boost in your tax, but it also makes you more susceptible to disease. Okay, cool. Just a random event, got me some intrigue. I'm not overly fussed. How old's my intended, my betrothed? So yeah, this is the event. So you can get 20 cultural tech points, or 30% chance of being a lunatic. You get a good nickname, and you get 200 tech points. So that one. Hey, I became a lunatic. Lunatic's not that bad. Like, attraction opinion -10 and vassal opinion -5. But it opens up you to some really cool events. So it's like, you know, swings and roundabouts. So we'll marry our wife who hates us, which is great. But here's a quick trick if you're in the Hermetics to get someone to not hate you. You can only do it once though. Make them your apprentice. Well, once every, I think, like 5 years. See, now it's gone to like a +20 off of that. And I'll also bribe her, give her +26. Because in my experience, when they like you more, they get pregnant quicker. And we want some heirs. So yeah, so that's sorted. Oh yeah, what I said is I wanted gold. So I think in November or so I can change, and then it'll be 5 years. So gather ingredients, easy. Oh, that's the other thing you want to do when you're in the Hermetics, just when you can, just gather ingredients and write a theorem paper. So make a decent effort or an extraordinary effort. Extraordinary effort I don't really like. Like the golden piety is not that bad, and stressed is alright, especially because you can get rid of it in the Hermetics, but it's the -5 to stewardship, which is really annoying because that can chuck you under your domain limit. And if you get chucked under your domain limit, then you get less tax and less troops. So just decent effort's fine. If you got decent learning and decent effort, usually gets it. So ingredients. This is based off, so there's 3 options. This one's based off your stewardship, martial, and diplo. So my marshal's the best, so we'll hunt in the forest. So the reason 2 of them popped up, one was a quest for the Hermetics, gather ingredients, and the other was the option, which you can run them simultaneously and just get twice the ingredients. So that's, you know, pretty good. So here, okay, so this is the end of the Necronomicon event chain. Got some learning and got some more cultural tech. There we go, easy. And see, we can rank up. So legalism doesn't give us anything, majesty doesn't give us anything, so we'll just make people like us with noble customs. Oh, and here we go, the military organization that I was talking about. So this just gives you supply limit, morale, and a boost to retinues, which I like retinues, so we'll get that in a bit. So I got 1 ingredient from the quest chain and another one from the decision. This is just another one of the prosperity events. So yeah, what I was going to say is we're holy warring the Muslim realms, but if you just say Holy War 1, they'll all join in generally because it's a holy war. So we'll send out my theorem paper. So what I like to do is wait for them to be fighting each other, like this one is at the moment. So you're fighting you. You're defending. So if they're at war, they're less likely to join in on another war. Just like that makes sense logically. So you're at war. You've got 4.25k. Are you winning this war? You are. So hopefully this will annoy you. Do I want Badajars or do I want Beja? Again, pronunciation is not going to be a good thing. Okay, so both of them have 4 counties, which is good. So we'll take the coastal one. Maybe make an MR. Merchant Republic. If I win the war, I'll tell you how to do that. I'll probably tell you how to do it anyway. I won't hold that to ransom. Oh, I forgot we could invite France to our war, which they hopefully will. So, okay, so our theorem paper got sent to 5 people. We need 3 of them to like it. That guy didn't like it. You don't like it. You like it. And you like it. Which means... Oh, okay, I don't like to get tied down to a lifestyle trait too early. This gives you just a permanent boost anyway, so like we'll just take that and pick a different lifestyle trait when we need to. Mystic doesn't really give you that much, I don't think. Feel free to prove me wrong, but I like more like strategist or something which gives you at least a martial boost, or something like scholar, theologian give you some decent options, like event options that pop up. Oh well, it doesn't really matter which one you want to pick. Just go for whatever feels right. Roleplay a bit if you feel like it. So my theorem paper got accepted, so I got some esoteric knowledge and a temporary boost in my learning. Did I not call you into war? There we go. So yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to redirect my troops, my allied troops. So I'll say, go siege that county, which they might, but they're already at war with someone. Yeah, they're already fighting one of the Iberian Muslims. So, there we go, my wife's pregnant. So it's saying that I'm skeptical, but that just happens because I'm paranoid. That always happens if you're paranoid, whether you think your wife's cheating or not. So, nah, just trust her word. Like, to be honest, I'm not really that fussed. As long as you got good stats, I don't care what gene you are. So here we'll just fight these guys who are sieging our capital, because sieging capitals is always a bit dangerous because you have a chance that they'll capture your family members, and that gives them a very decent amount of war score. Especially if it's a close family member, it's like 50%. If it's like not closely related to you, 5%. If it's like one of your children or your brothers or something, it's at 50%, which is awful. Anyway, looks like we're going to win this war fairly easily, unless something happens, like he hires some mercs or he calls in a lot of allies. But I need, see, if I go over to siege this county now, all the sieges will count for this guy. And that's this guy here, and that's annoying because I'm doing all the heavy lifting with 6 times as many troops as him. Anyway, so this is, they want to have a ritual. So if you use some ingredients, you get a the rituals for the Hermetics is just a like 50-50, maybe not even 50-50. It's just a random chance of getting a good outcome or a bad outcome. Using some ingredients makes it better. So observe sky. I don't like this event chain because it takes ages and has a lot of negative modifiers that occur over the way, like stressed and like people hating you, stewardship negatives. Anyway, so this is just, I don't know if any of these options change it. Feel free to tell me if they do. But I just picked a random one. I think they're just for flavor. Okay, so I lost 3 stewardship, which is one of the bad outcomes. And someone's trying to kill me. Outstanding. Hey, it's my brother, so let's auto stop plots and let's imprison my brother because holy shit, he's trying to kill me. And he's raised his flag in rebellion, which, look, to be honest, it's not ideal at the moment. But let's see if France wants to join in. They do. So let's send France to siege here. Oh, here we go. We've got another Jewish exile who's got great stewardship. So we'll chuck him in there. So I'll try to win this holy war fairly quickly, which I should be able to do. Oh, I just lost that battle. Quite badly because I wasn't paying attention. I bet my commanders were shit. Which might mean I might lose this overthrowing. Come on, Fran. Okay, let's get some good commanders going. You're good at cavalry. Okay, now this is me in full try-hard mode. So we're going to open this up. So he gets a boost to cavalry. So who's got all the cavalry? Okay, they've all got just decent amounts of cavalry. You've got the most cavalry. Yeah, okay. Let's hope this works. This is just me writing the book, trying to get a good outcome. Oh, fingers crossed, boys. Hey, we're winning. We won that fairly easily. Great. We'll rank up in the Hermetics. What we want is just to, like, Yep. Oh god, why is everyone trying to kill everything? So I'm just gonna white paste this because this is just not going well. I just shouldn't have tried to imprison him. I don't know what I was thinking. That's my bad. But you know, you live and learn. I always like to just go, I smell profit, get a good chance at some gold. So he's getting a ticking war score because I'm not taking any of these provinces. But as soon as I take one, which I'm about to, boom, see my war score just jumps up massively. So I'll just siege these down. So we get a... See, I don't want to spend the gold, to be honest. I don't have the gold to spare. But usually they've got pretty decent stats. So like I usually go for it if I've got the gold to spare, just in case that, you know, I want them as a counselor or something. There, we just sieged him down. So then we can win this war. So I can imprison my brother so he stops killing me. Oh no, that's why I went to imprison him, because he was trying to kill me. And if I just let him go, I was afraid he was going to kill me because he's got like a ridiculous amount of intrigue. Yeah, 23. Yeah, okay. So imprisoning him wasn't the dumbest idea, but, you know, arguably not the right call. But, you know, I suppose it's safer to white pace a war rather than get yourself assassinated. Hey, look, I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. I hate myself. So yeah, got a bit of gold from my steward. That helps, because I'm still got to pay off that loan from the Jews. And then once I do that, I'm going to bribe my counselors so they get late feudal administration going. So yeah, I'll piss him off. It was a choice. It's a hermetic event. It was a choice between revealing he was a bit of a shit and him being my rival, and then or me losing 150 esoteric knowledge, which is like, why would I want to do that? I don't care if you hate me. And this is another prosperity event with some tech points. I don't really want to spare the gold. And my brother wants to surrender. Good call, man. So then we'll, again, wait a day, dismiss our troops. And my brother is... Wait, why are you not imprisoned? Wasn't that the whole point of the war? To imprison you, and then I won the war, and then you're not imprisoned? Something's gone wrong here. Maybe it's because he made the duchy while he was rebelling. Because then the game might flag him as a different character, though it shouldn't. Going from a count to a duke, I mean, he's still the same. I don't know, but I should have... Yeah, I'll endorse the theorem paper. I should have imprisoned him. Interesting. Whatever, hopefully he's not going to kill me now. I think he is still, but I can't imprison him, which is ridiculous. And you want control of a county, sure, whatever, because it's your de jure. There you go. Hopefully that'll... He's still negative 100. I just shouldn't have done anything. This is... Yeah, sure, whatever, get some traits. Get some more money. Okay, now we can repay the Jews, which means we don't have to have that holding over our heads. Okay, ingredients and theorem paper again. Decent effort. Prized animal parts, because I want to get rid of stressed. And to get rid of stress, you can brew a potion of eudaimonia, whatever it is. Cool. Okay, so my book's finished. Let's see if it's any good. Dynasty opinion. Well, hey. You just hate me anyway, so who cares? Yep, so we got a decent amount of gold coming in every month. So I'll see who... Okay, we got one person who's alright. And he's retaining a favor from Yikiel. So if I buy a favor... Nope, he doesn't want to. What if I buy a favor from you? You're returning a favor from him as well. Jesus Christ. Alright, I need to wait a bit or find a new chancellor. Oh, hello, the jihads have been unlocked, which means the crusades are probably going to be unlocked soon too. I'll send out my theorem paper at once. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent, and that's 3. That means our paper's good. Outstanding. Okay, let's have a look at our troops. Oh, can we imprison our brother? We can't imprison our brother yet. I'm still so annoyed. I mean, your rebellion made me white peace my holy war. And the rebellion was because I was trying to imprison you for trying to kill me. And then I crushed the rebellion and I don't get to... It's just... That's just ridiculous. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot to change my focus. Let's change it to stewardship business. Because that gives me a chance of getting some more gold, and I want some more gold. Hey, I'm a lunatic. This is one of the random events. How old's my son? 4. Alright. So I've got a general malaise going on. So hey, my spy master got caught. I don't want to give it to my brother. I'll give it to Portugal, or Portugal. If they've got the... I don't know if you saw, I'll point it out. If they've got a red fist here, that means they're angry for not being on council. So if you put them on council, they get then immediately a plus 50 opinion modifier to you. So Nuno over here was, I think, like minus 27 or something. So then I put him on council and that put him over into the positives. That's why it wasn't a dumb idea to make him spy master. Because spy master gets a massive bonus in plots against their liege. So okay, my physician's going to fix my flu. I like to go for as long as you know what you're doing, because this has a chance of just like not fixing your disease and like maiming you. This usually, if your physician's not awful, which he's not, 17 learning, is just a good chance of just having the successful treatment outcome, which is good. Oh, and I can't brew a potion yet because I don't have 2 ingredients, so I need to wait to collect ingredients again. But once I can do that, I can brew that potion and get rid of stressed. So for brewing a potion, the best ingredients are the herbal ones, so the ones you get from gathering herbs in the woods. Then I think the animal hunting ones are like average, and then the ones you buy in the market that are like metals, those are bad. Obviously, you can imagine eating metals, not great. So, okay, here's one of the business focus events. So, 50 gold to buy an inn, and if you pick the right options, you get a good gold outcome. So, the name I don't think matters. I always go bottomless tankard because I think it sounds like a good name. Okay, so this is a lunatic trait, me passing a law. Turnip Act, Pants Act, Hole in the Wall Act, Cessation of Violence Act. Let's go to Pants Act. And pants are outlawed. Yeah, you know, it's a bit of fun. Why not? Okay, so here's the inn event. So add the most salt to the turnips. That makes people thirsty and they want to buy more beer. Here we go. Okay, so the infiltration event's not good because you can get imprisoned from it. Then people don't like a clergyman. The castrato singer is bad, and the wild ass is not good either. So pick the bard. I want to hold a feast. Holding a feast is alright. It's a little bit of gold if you do it properly. Just pick for the best feast outcome, just pick all the most expensive options. Your vassals get an opinion boost, the ones that show up anyway. And you have a chance of becoming friends with a vassal, which is a plus 100 opinion, which is fantastic. You can basically do whatever you want to them, and they will love you. And you also have a chance of getting just, which is a good trait. So send out the marshal. So the bard got me 15 gold, which is great. So this is the feast, spend some gold, and the salt got me 25. And then since it was a good night, I then sell So he doesn't want to show up to my feast. Then I sell the inn, get my money with a profit and a bit of stewardship. So that's how you run. So many people don't want to rock up to my feast. What if my brother will? So welcome to my feast. Okay. Yep, so this is the just one I was talking about. So you just imprison him, and then you just immediately release him from prison. And look at that, you got the just trait, even though you did something very arbitrary. Okay, so France is calling me in a war. What's the war? Attacking French Holy War for Valencia. Well, see, I want Valencia, so I don't want France to have Valencia. But do I still care about the alliance? Like, I'm stronger than France. So they're a decent nah, look, we're gonna break the alliance. I don't care. It's fine. So yeah, this is the event I was talking about, the Jewish tech point event. So I just got 50 cultural tech points. So we've got a fair bit of gold now, so we're going to see if we can do this. I need to bribe 3 people to get the vote to pass. So let's see, by favor, no. By favor, so 126, 118, and 80 once I bribe him. So I can get these 3, so that's 15 gold, and he'll accept a favor, by favor, and by favor. So favors are a conclave feature. Just another one of the prosperity events. They allow you to do like lots of things, like invite people to courts, force marriages, force them to vote with you. If your liege owes you a favor, so I'm just calling in council support so they vote for me. If your liege owes you a favor, you can also get them to forgive crimes you've done. So yeah, now I'm gonna late feudal administration. So boom, boom, boom. They all have to vote with me, so it automatically gets passed. Great, which means I can change my inheritance. But I need no count or higher tier vassal of this title has a negative opinion of you, which I think a few of them do. So Astorga does, Leon does for obvious reasons, Asturias does, and Vizcaya does, which is annoying. But fine, we'll get people to like us in the end, at least the long reign penalty or something. Let's see if we can gather ingredients yet. I hate how it's always has not recently ventured to acquire ingredients. Just like give me 5 years. Tell me, like other things say how long they last. Like, well, if I send you a gift right now, boom, it expires then. Just tell me when I can acquire ingredients again. I don't want to have to keep going back and checking. It's annoying. Oh, and now you want to form an alliance? No, because you're just going to invite me to this war again. Let's have another feast, because I need my vassals to like me. Trader in the realm. Well, no, I don't want to imprison my spy master. I don't want to like piss off any of you, so I'm just going to go the intrigue option, which just is as though that pop-up just never happened. No, you guys don't want to come up to my feast. It's fine. Alright, let's see if any of the Muslim realms are fighting each other. You're getting ravaged by disease, which is alright. These guys are of my dynasty. I want to see if I can inherit. No, I'm not anywhere in line to inherit. My niece has a claim on it. So wait, hold up. No, if I press her claim, she'll become queen, which means she'll become independent, so I don't want to do that. Here we go, my son. So I like to go for thrift, because it gives you good stewardship, and I like to personally educate my heirs unless I have awful traits. So thrift gives you curious and fussy. Curious has a chance of going shrewd, which is great. Fussy can get patient, which is also great. If I want to have a martial heir, I go for struggle, because this gives you brawny or honest is alright, and this gives you ambitious or brave, which is great. They're the usually two I go for. Ah, finally over the flu. They're the two I usually go for. I also go for heritage. I want to change religion or culture, because then I just have them educated by someone of the religion or culture that I want to change to. Yeah, very well, let the merchants in. Someone wants to kill my son. Tell me of your distant realm, and then I get your eunuch, and they have decent traits. For some reason, the Hindustani eunuch is Greek, which is interesting. Hey, so this is one of the traits I was talking about. I have appointed horse. A horse is my chancellor. Do I have free investiture? Oh, I can do it. Should I do the memes? Let's do the memes. Yep, Karuna. What's this? Bishopric of Mundanado. So for you guys who don't know, this is I think it's a Way of Life, Reaper's Due DLC event that you can, if you're a lunatic, you can appoint horse as your chancellor, which is a reference to Caligula, I believe, the Roman emperor, who did that to mock the Senate, not because he was insane. Well, maybe a little bit because he was insane, but that wasn't his intention. It was intended mocking. So it has Glitterhoof, always called Glitterhoof, has horse culture and has some decent traits. So horse culture you can't get unless you do these ridiculous things, which is to... Why can't I appoint successor here? Oh wait, I can, it's here. You can appoint Glitterhoof is if Glitterhoof is a man, which I think this Glitterhoof is female. Yep, so it's got attraction, so I can't make Glitterhoof. I can't make Glitterhoof a bishop, but what you can do is make Glitterhoof a bishop, then give the bishop the county, so it's an archbishopric. No, it's just a bishopric. This is just, you get an event where you can get armor for Glitterhoof, but it's just not worth the money. And then that county has a chance of becoming horse culture, which then will spawn more horse culture AI. And the reason you need to do all that is you can't normally give Glitterhoof land. You need to appoint them the successor to a bishopric if you have free investiture rather than papal. So you can appoint bishops rather than the Pope. No, I'm not taking a massive stat hit for love. So yeah, there we go. My county prospered, which means less revolts, more tax, more susceptible to disease, and more levy reinforcement rate. And Castille, Coruna has embraced Castilian culture. I'm not really that fussed about that. So here we go. We have a Catholic ruling Toledo, which I can force vassalization if I have some more prestige. So, an advisor, who do I want? One of these guys. An advisor is just a counselor who doesn't do anything, so you just give it to someone who wants to be a counselor to get them to shut up about wanting to be a counselor, to be honest. I don't... Here we go. Here's a Holy War target. Holy War for Aragon, which will take the whole thing. Outstanding. So I'll raise my troops. I don't want to raise my vassal troops because, again, I really need them to like me so I can get ultimogeniture rather than primogeniture. Either would be fine, but ultimogeniture you get a chance of, like, you don't need to luck out with having your firstborn son with good stats. You can just keep having babies until you get one with good stats. So that's why I like it better, but obviously then you run a risk of more chance of you dying before they're 16, so you need to deal with regents, but you know, if you time it right, it's good. Okay, so they want to set up a workshop, which is a gamble. If it goes well, then you get your money back, plus more, plus a good boost. Okay, so this is just basically, do you want free gold or not? Which is obviously yes. Like if you're role playing, you might not pick this. Like greedy is not a bad stat because it just gives you a 10% national tax modifier, and deceitful is not awful either. Like it's good for intrigue. So I always go for this unless I really don't want deceitful or greedy or something. But the worst thing that can happen is they find you out that you counterfeited money and you lose 100 prestige again. But you get to keep the money, so like it's fine. I don't know. Gold is very important in the game, especially like once I start getting a decent stream of gold coming in, I'll just start upgrading everything, and you can just see the power creep just go through the roof. Here we go. We got our first jihad going here. They're going for Anatolia, which is this kingdom here. So if they win, they're going to take a big chunk of it. Oh, the Seljuks have done all right. Anyway, we're focusing on our own Reconquista. If they call a crusade, we'll go help for the Crusader trait, which is very OP. You get martial. No, I lose the trait patient. That's a shame. You get martial. You get personal combat bonuses, and you get same faith opinion bonuses. And all you have to do is lead troops in the target of the Crusade's land, and you just get it. So you just march your troops down there, get the trait, and then leave if you want. Or you can just participate in the Crusade. Hey, we'll rank up. We want to get to Magus? Whatever, we want to get to the top one as quick as possible so we can write a magnum opus, which is just an artifact that you get to pass down and they stack, so you can write, I don't know how many exactly you can write. I think it's about like 15 or so. Oh wait, no, I think I do know. I think it's 3 per trait, which would be 15. Hey. So yeah, build a laboratory, which is one of the... I'll do that after I finish the war, because I don't want to be running out of money. So the reason I'm not attacking these guys automatically is because I didn't want to waste all the progress I made on this siege. So I learnt my lesson for last time, and make sure I've got good people leading my army. They've all got decent-ish traits. So there we go, we won that battle, and we'll just reclaim the siege. The first time they take a siege, they'll have like hardly any troops defending it because they haven't done reinforcements, so you can just siege it back and you just get it very easily. Which way are they going? They're going down there. So they've got like low morale, so if you just keep chasing them down, even if you don't quite have the numbers, you should win on the morale anyway. And I'm sick again. And he's done alright. Do they have a lot of people? Yeah, they have a lot of people joining the war. So this is what I was talking about. They all just join holy wars with each other. So it's very difficult. That's why the Reconquista is quite hard in 769, because he's just Asturias, which is just up here. Just, I think, the top few counties here, and then full Umayyad. So yeah, as long as you know what you're doing, there we go. Got the good outcome. So basically here, we're just going to keep warring until we get to 100% war score. War score caps at 75 for battles. So you want to siege a bit anyway, and then you can just keep picking, like, running down their army until you get to that 100. And that's all we're doing here. Oh, so the artisan was a bad investment. But that's, you know, not the end of the world. We got decent money. Here we go, this is the good one. Let's organize an expedition. We're going to make a trade route in our capital. So you spend 200 bucks to get ships going. The more money you spend, the more likely it has of succeeding. So I don't want my bishops getting in the way. So if you bring them along, they pay for a bit, but they do something which makes it less likely for the event to be successful. There's another jihad? I thought there was already the jihad for Anatolia. What happened there? Oh, here we go. I will outlaw the guilds. City tax is pretty good. And it's 10 years build modifier, build time modifier. Yeah, this one, support the carpenters. No, I don't have the money for this. Have you got 2 jihads? Oh, the Shia. I didn't realize there was a Shia Caliph at this stage, but there you go. Well, Byzantine are fucked, I would say. So here we go, we've got a dozen strong horses. Oh, are you? I'm setting up a trade route with the guy I'm currently holy warring. Fuck, let's hope it works. So here, your steward does something because of cultural differences. If you've got high learning, you can negate that. You can negate the bishop thing that I was alluding to before if you invite the bishops along, if you have erudite. Or, no, gregarious. If you have gregarious, you can negate it. Okay, so he wants to set up a trade route. So I get 500 gold, a lot of prestige, good tax modifiers, stewardship, vassal opinions. Yeah, that's all good. And then if you want to reward your steward, you can. But I already have greedy, and I don't care if you dislike me by 5, because you already dislike me quite a bit, so I'm just going to keep the money. So I set up a trade route with the guy I was warring against, so I'm just going to take his land. I don't know if that'll affect the trade route, but like it won't in game, but like logically it should. Do I want to build a grand tower? Not really. Like it's a good event if you have the gold for it. If you want to do it proper, you can build a quarry and everything. Which, how did I lose that battle? It's ridiculous. I had more troops. Alright, well we'll just dismiss our troops and raise more because they were reinforcing during the battle. So that's honestly fine. We have a dangerous faction for... Oh no, it's gone. I think it was this one. Baron Nuno for Leon. Why do you have a claim? Oh, you're my uncle. Interesting. Must be my maternal uncle or something. You got it. That's annoying. We lost a county. But hey, we got it back. Well, no, we didn't get it back, but we got 2 counties, so we still come out on top. And why do they have? Oh, Jesus, that's annoying. Barcelona took these somehow. Oh well. So I need to give away one of the counters. I'll give away Albarracin, whatever, because I don't own the 2 down below. I'll get them back. Don't worry. I can probably force vassalization of you anyway. Yeah, once I get 1,000 prestige, so I'll just do that, and then they'll become mine. Oh yeah, who do I want to give this to? Probably one of the people who hate me, because then they will like me. So you like me, well, above 0 anyway. You don't. You do. You're gonna die anyway. Why do you hate me? Because you're not on the council. I'll give it to you. There. Enjoy. See, now you like me. It's a double-edged sword doing that though. If they're not a powerful vassal, you giving them a county can make them a powerful vassal, which can, detract from the boost that you're wanting to give them. But generally, it's not too bad. Okay, so we've got a bit of gold, so we're going to construct a laboratory for science. We're gonna upgrade some stuff. So barracks, troublesome peasants. That's fine. That's not that big a deal. These give different outcomes depending on what you want. So an efficient office makes it easier for people to infiltrate it, but also has, if you have enough gold, can make a big university, which gives a good outcome. I like to do a remote guarded compound because the options for the university don't pop up until later. I'm not looking to spend all my gold on this. I'm just in it for the esoteric knowledge. You're not my heir, so I don't care what happens to you. What's happening? You have trouble with some petty nobles. False accusations, because I need that prestige to force vassalization. Yep, so I'm just not doing any of the options that spend gold. Let's see, what are my troops? My troops haven't reinforced yet, but they will. So I think I will force vassalization on Barcelona, and then I think I might wrap it up there, because that'll be about an hour. So let's see, I can probably take Barcelona now anyway. Yeah, I can. I'll raise my vassal troops. Boom, boom. There we go. We'll just send them all here. Okay, here we go. I've set my eyes on the title, but my wife Emma, so I can get intrigue and ambitious, or ambitious. Well, intrigue and ambitious, or just more intrigue. Give it a go. Hey, I got ambitious. Ambitious is a great trait. Gives you +2 of everything. It's a bad trait if you're a vassal because it makes your liege hate you, but you know, good trait otherwise. How's my son's education going on? Yeah, look, he's picked up some alright traits. Well, alright precursor traits, I suppose. They'll turn into, hopefully, the idea is that they'll turn into good ones. You have called in some allies, hey, haven't you? Let's see if France wants to make an alliance again. No, they don't. Why not? I'm married to your sister. I have close ties with you. What do you want about? Oh, I don't have a non-aggression pact. Interesting. Anyway, I've got about 1,500 more troops than you, so this should be fine. Yep, there we go. Which means I can then just pick you off. I should have had a commander here, to be honest. I'm just getting... You know, it's the end of the video. I sort of just want to finish the war quickly. I'm not paying... I should be paying attention. But, you know, once you get to, like, about 1,500 troops over, you're likely not going to win the war. Likely not going to lose the battle unless they have, like, they're all cavalry and you're all light infantry. But if you have, like, similar troop compositions, you're probably going to win. But once it gets tight, definitely be micromanaging commanders. Hell, be inviting commanders from other realms, buying favors, and sending them gifts. Get those good traits going, because a commander with good traits goes a long way. I want to be proud because I want that prestige, because I want to do more forced vassalizations later. Alright, so I'll... Hey, great. More Castilian culture. So my barracks got built. Why? Oh, and I don't get to occupy them, which is ridiculous. Yeah, I'll support the carpenters again. What's this other war that they've got going? Defending... Oh, Holy War for Aragon. So I might not get Aragon. You're not my son. I keep thinking that it's my son. This will be my son. Here we go. Okay, so... 2 positive, 1 negative, 1 positive, 1 negative. So this is a +1, this is a 0, the rest is 0. I want to go stewardship, to be honest. Because I want that gold. And oh, see, annoying. You've Holy Ward for Aragon. And 1. The Jihad for Anatolia. Oh, here we go. A crusade starts. That almost makes me want to keep playing. But well, it'll be a crusade for Anatolia. Who won? Was it the... Ooh. Interesting. This is going to be an interesting game. Maybe once I finish the Iberian Reconquista, we can just start reconquisting the rest of the world. Well, I suppose the rest of the world isn't going to be a Reconquista, because Reconquista means reconquest. So Anatolia would be a Reconquista, because the Catholics did used to own that until about a year ago. Gather ingredients, hunt ingredients. Oh, I completely forgot I wanted to make that potion, didn't I? That's on me. Can I make the potion? No. Come on, let's just win this war. Oh no, I don't want a siege. Don't want to rush that siege. There we go, we got 2 ingredients, which means we can brew potion. So, just combine them both. And boom, we've lost stress. Which is great, because you can just... Stress gives you a chance, you can just die of stress. Which I always hate, because I keep forgetting can happen, because it's just... You don't think of stress as a disease in the game, but it treats it sort of like a disease, so you can just randomly die of being stressed, just like you can die of being depressed. And this should tick me over to win the war. There we go. There we go. Okay. Ooh, can I give you a council position? No, not really. Yeah, not really. So, what we're gonna do is plot to kill him, because I'm not gonna get a positive opinion of him ever. Let's see, any bribables? Yep. There we go, send you a gift. And send you a gift, because every little bit counts. That's not quite enough. So what we're going to do is... we'll just leave it. Oh, yeah, no, I know what I can do, but I'll just leave that for now. So that's gonna wrap that up. Like I said, I'm going to be cutting this down and getting a more highlight sort of video at the end of the run, but please let me know what you think, because if I get some good feedback, I'll be more enthusiastic for doing this, and I'll do a better job, upload them quicker, all that sort of stuff. If you got some criticisms, feel free to chuck it my way. I know I probably don't have to tell you, because I've seen YouTube and Reddit comments before. You guys just like to give criticisms. Hell, so do I. But yeah, if you got some constructive criticism especially, chuck it my way. I'll take it on board. If you got some other criticisms, like you hate the sound of my voice, fair. Like, you know, so do I. Well, sometimes anyway. But yeah, I suppose that'll wrap it up there. Once again, I'm Matt. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks.